Hey everyone, it's Ally and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over 5 niche summer fragrances that I think are going to be perfect for this summer. These are the ones that I'm probably going to put in my rotation for 2024. So that if that's something that you're interested in, then definitely stay tuned. But before I get started, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content because it really does help. When you like my videos, it really pushes my content out there, gets more people to watch. And yeah. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and thank you to all the new people that are checking out my channel. If you like more of this content, then definitely check it out. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of Middle Eastern lately, and I wanted to switch it up and talk about niche for a second. I've got 5 niche options with 1 honorary mention that I think are going to be perfect for summertime. Typically in summer, I tend to go for something a bit fresher, sometimes a little green, maybe something crisp, very citrusy, very fresh and uplifting. I tend to stay away from gourmands and more heavier scents in the summer just because I don't like to feel choked out or just too dense and syrupy. It can be a little overwhelming and much. And I think I have some really great options that will help a lot of people that are looking into that genre of fragrance since it is heating up outside. And yeah, starting with my first one, like I said, this is my honorable mention. This one is from Jimmy Choo, and this one is called Iris Crush. The bottle looks like this. It's really beautiful. It's a very heavy bottle. It's really well done. It has this really gorgeous heavy cap. Ignore the little dent right here. I dropped my bottle, so it has a little dent on the plaque, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It gives me like, I don't know, like an old timey Hollywood, like glamorous bottle or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a beautiful bottle nonetheless. Very heavy. The cap has weight. The bottle has weight. And it's a pretty expensive fragrance. This one retails for about $220 if you're going to get it from the site, from the Jimmy Choo site. But I did find it on Jomashop for $84.99. So if you've been interested in this fragrance, definitely check out Jomashop. I will link them down below. You've got notes of pink pepper, neroli, freesia, heliotrope. You have a lipstick accord, iris, musk, tonka bean, and patchouli. And if you're familiar with the scent profile of, what is it called? Maison Margiela's Lipstick On, this has that same vibe, that sort of lipsticky, beautiful rose lipstick sort of scent with some vanilla. But mix it with like Rose Cherie from Guerlain. If those two had a baby, like you would have this. This is crisp. It's beautiful. It has a very uplifting, sparkling vibe that makes it really good for summer. But it also has that lipsticky accord that is really sensual and feminine and just divinely beautiful. If you want to smell like a sparkling lipsticky goddess, then do yourself a favor and look into this fragrance. There's a reason I have such a huge dent in this fragrance. I've used this one quite a bit. I love wearing it for special occasions, but it works really beautifully in high heat. You get to have that lipsticky fragrance, but it's crisp and it's like sparkling enough to wear in the summertime. And this is just a really gorgeous, stunning fragrance. If you love lipstick accords, then do yourself a favor and look into this one because this one is something special. Like I said, if you are a fan of that style of fragrance, then do yourself a favor and check this one out and don't look this one over, especially for the price, like $84.99 on Jomashop. Like, come through. Get yourself a bottle because this is stunning. And that is my honorary mention, a really, really gorgeous one from the House of Jimmy Choo. The next one that we're going to talk about is from the House of Xerjoff, and this one is called Overture. This one retails for about $154 on Jomashop. I think it's like around 300 and something if you get it from the Xerjoff site. So definitely check out the links down below. But this is a really interesting, unique take on a summer fragrance. It's not your typical like light, fresh sort of summer fragrance. This one has a little bit more depth and it has a big emphasis, I can't even talk, a big emphasis on the vanilla. You've got orange, fig leaf, magnolia, jasmine, Bulgarian rose, cinnamon, ylang ylang, sandalwood, vanilla, cashmere and wood, amber and incense. And this is a very like incensey, vanillic, sort of tropical fruity fragrance, but with an emphasis on that incense. It's very incense forward. It's not what you would typically find in a summer fragrance, but somehow it works. Even though this is incensey and a little deep with those fruity sort of tropical touches. It somehow works for summer. It pushes really beautifully in high heat and it smells really, really good. It has this sort of like jelly-like texture to me, like a milky jelly candy, like a tropical one. But if you turn the milky jelly candy with fruits into an incense stick is what this sort of gives off. It's really, really unique, really, really beautiful. But it's definitely not going to be for everyone. I can see this being a little polarizing for people because it is sort of a weird scent profile. It's fruity, it has some tang, but then it starts drying down and you get this very interesting, like almost coconut-like, incensey sort of vibe with a deep vanillic ambery base. Very weird, but somehow works in summer high heat. Definitely check this one out if that is your vibe. If you are more on the niche side and you like to smell a little odd and interesting, then this is going to be a gorgeous one for summer. The bottle is just your typical black bottle, but it has this sort of velvety, fuzzy feel. Really, really interesting, but a really good contender for summer if you want something a little unique and a little weird. That's just sort of a different vibe. Now, the next one that I'm going to talk about is one of my favorites for summer. This one is from the House of Pink Mahogany, and this one is called Summer, Summer, Summertime. Now, this is another really interesting gourmand summer fragrance. And typically I don't associate gourmands with summer, but this is a gourmand that you could easily rock in the summertime. You have notes of caramelized banana foster accord, you have a blackberry wine accord, a sparkling peach ice lemonade, you have coeur de cidre, which it translates to heart of citron. You have a hibiscus tea tincture in this, coconut milk, a tropical fruit salad accord, and you also have sand, salt, and musk in the base. I think this is a really beautiful banana forward tropical scent. Now, there's a lot going on in this fragrance. I'm not going to lie. You hear all those notes and you're like, what kind of combobulated sort of scent profile is that going to be? But somehow this works. It's really, really interesting. You definitely get the bananas in the forefront, but it is a caramelized sort of candied like banana. It's really, really beautiful. It's got some creamy facets as it like starts to settle on the skin, and it becomes like this almost, I don't know how to describe it. I get a frosted glass sort of effect when I get this on my skin. It's slightly cooling but warm at the same time. It's got a sparkling effect. It's almost like a caramelized banana sparkling candy. Like it's really, really creamy, really, really beautiful. And really, really unique. I don't have any gourmands that quite smell like this one in my collection. It's a weird scent profile, but it somehow works. I do get that sort of sandy effect. There's something that's really warm and inviting about this fragrance. It has that little bit of salt that is reminiscent of like being by the ocean and having that sea breeze like pass you. And this is really addictive, especially in high heat. After it starts to warm up on skin, it pushes through and creates this gourmand in the air that's not at all overpowering or heavy. It's just the right amount of sweet, but it does revolve around that banana. So you have to be okay with wearing a banana forward fragrance. If you love the scent of banana, especially in the summertime, and you wanted a banana gourmand that's not going to be too out there, then do yourself a favor and get this one in your collection because this is a underrated hidden gem in my opinion. This one retails for about $144 on the Pink Mahogany site, and I will link it down below. Definitely really good. I really love it. I love the House of Pink Mahogany. Chevalier from Pink Mahogany creates some beautiful fragrances. Definitely check out her website and her fragrance catalog. She has some stunning fragrances. I've talked a lot about Sexuality from her collection, an amazing champagne strawberry scent, absolutely sexy, and Tandem, oh my god. If you love a clean mojito scent, it's stunning. Check it out. And that one has a really interesting rice note, but like I said, summer, summer, summertime has my heart right now that we are going into summer. Check this one out, you guys. You will be pleasantly surprised with that one. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that is a tried and true in my collection. I have loved this fragrance since the first time I sniffed it. It smells classy, opulent, rich, and sophisticated. And that is from the House of Creed, and this one is called Love and White. Now, you can get this one for around $207 on Jomashop, or I think they have a tester for $194.99, which is a steal because this one I think retails for like close to $300, if not more than $300. But you have notes of iris, daffodils, tonka or Tonkin rice. You have orange peel, magnolia, rose, jasmine, vanilla, ambergris, and sandalwood. And you guys, this scent is spectacular. It's crisp, it's clean. It has a cooling effect on skin that is so refreshing, especially on a hot day. But what I primarily get is this really bitter orange peel. It's so clean, crisp, and refreshing. And it has these white florals behind it that create the most beautiful sort of sillage and cloud around you. This screams sophistication. When I smell this, I just smell like old money. I smell a girl who's absolutely beautiful and well kept, very demure and upscale. Like, this is a total vibe. If you love very expensive, clean, crisp, bitter, citrusy, white floral fragrances, then you are gonna absolutely love this one. This is one of my favorite fragrances. When I got married, the first time that I got married, this was one of my wedding day fragrances. And it's unfortunate that I have to associate that horrible marriage to this fragrance. But you know what? This fragrance is so good that, like, I don't even care. I'll be wearing it. I'll be wearing it right now. Oh, I smell good. I don't give shit. I'm gonna wear this again if I ever get married again, which I probably won't. But if I do, I'm gonna wear this again. You best believe. Like, it's just that good. It's one of those fragrances that is so crisp, clean, and inviting, and such a compliment getter. When I've worn this, especially from women, women always compliment me when I wear this. It smells so beautiful and sophisticated. They're always wondering what I'm wearing. And in high heat, this performs like a monster. If you want to smell a little bitter with a slight sweetness and a lot of white florals, and an underlying creamy vanilla sandalwoody base, then you're absolutely gonna love this. 10 out of 10. I love, love, love this for summer, and I will continue to wear this every summer because it's just that dang good. And like I said, I will link everything down below if you guys are interested in finding them. The next one that I'm going to talk about is from Grandiflora, and this is one of the most, if not the most beautiful jasmine fragrance I think I've ever laid my nose on. It is a photorealistic jasmine fragrance that literally smells like the actual flower, the stem, the leaves, the whole shebang. And that one is called Madagascan Jasmine from Grandiflora. Now, this one, if I can get it to focus, there it is absolutely stunning. This one retails for about $185. You can find this on Lucky Scent, and this is beyond beautiful. You've got notes of mango, green tropical fruits. You have jasmine from Madagascar. You have white flowers, green foliage. You have musk, a smoky accord, and a roasted cacao accord, which I find really interesting because I don't get much of that smoky accord or the roasted cacao or the mango. Primarily what I get is a photorealistic jasmine fragrance. This smells like you just walked into a greenhouse that has nothing but jasmine, and it is a little musky and steamy because there's that sort of heat that's being trapped in the greenhouse, and it just smells like wham bam in your face jasmine. You really have to love jasmine in order to love this. You definitely get a green vibe, which I personally love. I love that green touch in fragrances, especially in florals. I think there's nothing more beautiful than smelling like a photorealistic flower, and that's precisely what you get in this. I can't even talk today. That's what you get with this fragrance. If you want to smell like a rich, heady greenhouse full of jasmine, then you are absolutely going to love this. It's a little musky. I think that smoky accord with that smoked cacao just sort of lend in that sort of like heat, you know, that steamy heat that you get in a greenhouse. It creates that sort of vibe when you wear this, but it's so fresh, so clean, so floral. This will literally have you intoxicated if you love jasmine fragrances. Definitely check this one out. This is a hidden gem that I think more people need to get their nose on, but you really have to love Jasmine. I think this is better than Tom Ford's Jasmine Rouge. Just in general, like out of all the Jasmine fragrances I've tried, and I've tried a lot, this is my top tier. This is my #1 Jasmine fragrance of all time. Check this one out. Grandiflora, Madagascar Jasmine. They created a masterpiece. This is honestly like art because it takes me and transports me into a greenhouse full of jasmine. Really, really love this one. Now, the last one that I'm going to talk about is one that I love to bust out in summer. This is another one that I layered with Love in White on my wedding day because it's just that dang good. And this one is from the House of Kilian, and this is Good Girl Gone Bad. This one retails for about $199 on the Jomashop site. If you want to buy it on the Kilian site, it's going to cost you quite a lot more. I got it with the little clutch because I really wanted the clutch. I thought the clutch was really cute. But it looks like this. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, this again is another floral fragrance, but this one primarily revolves around tuberose, in my opinion, and osmanthus. You've got jasmine, jasmine, osmanthus, rose, tuberose, narcissus, amber, and cedar in the base. And this is absolutely stunning. Now, when you spray it, you do get this sort of green, peppery sort of accord that like you get on initial spray, but as it starts to dry down, you start getting this wham bam in your face white floral experience. You definitely get that tuberose mixing in with that really clean jasmine. It creates the most amazing white floral, heady, fleshy sort of feel. But then that osmanthus starts to come through, and osmanthus to my nose smells like peach or apricots. And then it starts to showcase some fruity nuances, which makes this fragrance really, really interesting. If you like smelling like white florals and peachy fruits, then I think you're really gonna like this. The thing about this one though is that it does have this sort of green pepperiness. So if you're not a fan of green fragrances, you might not enjoy this. And it does sort of have a slightly vanillic base because of that ambery and cedar note, working so beautifully to create this sort of this floral vibe. This smells like tuberose plucked straight from a garden, and you're taking a big sniff of it while also eating like a peach. Like, it's absolutely beautiful, and this is so sophisticated, so clean, so feminine. If you want an ultra feminine, clean floral fragrance that just smells like you've been roaming around in the Garden of Eden and you're about to bite that forbidden fruit, but it ain't no apple, it's a peach, do yourself a favor and get Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian. Again, quite a pricey fragrance, but you can get it for a really good price on Jomashop right now. And yeah, you guys, those are all of the fragrances I have for you today. It's been a while since I've done a niche video. I hope you guys enjoyed the fragrance little list. And like I said, if you want to catch me on Instagram, I'm under Goddess on Neptune, same on Threads. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me know what you think of the video. Do you have any of these? Are you going to try any of these? And once again, I will link everything down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.